guys, today I'm going to make this little three-sided crib that we call a co-sleeper. This is made out of a single sheet of plywood, and you only need 3 power tools to make this. I used a jigsaw, a drill, and a router. Sure makes it a little bit nicer, but not necessary. And then a few typical hand tools that you have around the house. So this is a 3-sided crib. The mattress support is removable, so that you can fold it up and easily transport it to your destination. This video is sponsored by HomeRite. You can see more of their products at homerite.com. To complete this product, you will need the set of plans, 2 pairs of hinges, a speed square, a straight edge, a drill, several different drill bits being a 1-inch and a VIX bit if you have one, a jigsaw. A router is optional, but it definitely makes it nicer, and if you have a circular saw, that could save you some time. Some tape, tape measure, and pencil. A real easy way to tackle a project like this if you have limited tools is to have your sheet goods broken down at the home center. I taped off the cuts so that they were a little bit cleaner. If you do have your sheet goods cut at the home center, always make sure to check that they're square. Lucky for me, these were square enough, so I marked out where I needed to lay some tape down and marked my cutting line. Do make sure you use a decent quality jigsaw blade, as it makes a huge difference. Measure the offset from the side of your jigsaw and the blade and put your straight edge on accordingly. Make sure your saw is set on the most gentle cut setting, otherwise you will have a lot of tear out like this instead of this smooth cut. And then you cut and cut and cut. Just make sure you have a gentle force against your straight edge at all times. Once you have your parts cut to the proper dimensions, it is time to lay them out based off the plans. I actually found I got better results if I used a utility knife to cut through the veneer instead of using tape to prevent tear out. Here you can see a board cut with tape and one with just the utility knife, and the results are comparable. And now laying out the areas to cut the holes for the slots, using the plans for measurements, and an awl to make a pilot hole. If you do not have a Forstner bit, you can most certainly use a paddle bit, but make sure you have some tape so you don't drill all the way through in one shot. Drill the hole partway through, and then flip your workpiece over and drill the remaining hole through the backside to prevent as much tear out as you can. As you can see here, this doesn't yield the most perfect results, but it is certainly functional. If you do have a 1-inch Forstner bits, I would still recommend drilling partway through each side. The best results were achieved using this method. And cutting the veneer for all the slots using the utility knife method. And then lots and lots of cutting. I actually found, quite ironically, that the most frustrating thing about the limited tools was not the limited tools, but the no dust collection. And cutting out the leg pockets using all of the methods that we have just perfected. To cut the curves on all the sides was a little bit tricky. I definitely had to use tape to prevent tear out, as I could not reliably make a cut with a utility knife. What I did was bent a small piece of MDF, struck a line over the tape, and then freehand cut using the jigsaw. Since I have a router, I am going to be adding some decorative roundovers in the slots and on some of the sides, and you definitely want to mark so you don't get carried away and make a roundover in areas that you do not want it. I laid the sideboards next to each other and marked out the holes for hanging the mattress board. Here I am using a Vicks bit or a self-centering drill bit to mount the hinges. A regular drill bit will work just fine. Once I got all the hardware on, I took all the hardware off and took the co-sleeper up north, where I applied a high-gloss white paint using my HomeRite Finish Max. And now a conversation with my dad where we came up with a better method of hanging the mattress board. My initial plan for mounting the mattress supports on this was to use a block that you would move to whatever height you wanted, but I really wasn't pleased with the strength of this. And to disassemble it so that you could fold it up and move it around took much longer than I wanted. So I thought about it for a little while, and I think this will work. I'm going to use some picture hangers that are going to mount on the bottom of the mattress support, and some D-ring hangers that you will then move up and down, and you can leave on when you're ready to fold it up. All this hardware was easily mounted using the supplied screws and a screwdriver. So there you go, guys, a simple project that can make a big change in your life. We absolutely love having one of these co-sleepers with us. If you guys do want to build one, I will have a set of plans on my website, DIYtyler.com. Super happy with how this turned out. The picture hanger for holding the mattress support actually worked out better than I thought it was. So definitely pleased with that. Now I can fold it up and move on without having to adjust any of the blocks like I did before. Yes, I did cheat at the end and used a paint sprayer, but come on, who likes to paint? Hope you guys enjoyed this build. If you did, please hammer that thumbs up button and please subscribe. Share with your friends if you think they might like something like this. I'm DIY Tyler. You guys have a good one.